Well, thanks for another great year.
Oh, I know. I'm delighted to be back. And I've been saying that now more than ever, this is a great time to be out. It's been a rough couple of weeks, and our call volume has been at an all-time high. But, we started this with the goal of always being there for young people in need, for gay and questioning youth. And how great for all of them to know we still are. Or at least I hope that's what happened, and you helped get the word out for us.
So tell me, is this your first time at the Trevor Project?
Yes, I think it is. Yeah, I think it is. I don't know why I looked to you. You wouldn't know. I was like looking. No, but not that you don't know. You seem very smart. But yeah, no, I think it is. I'm very excited. Yeah.
They do a lot of great work, don't they?
Yeah, for sure. They help a lot of teens and a lot of people out there going through a great struggle.
What do you think about what's going on in the world these days? Looking at it with a youthful eye, what do you think is going to happen in the next few months?
I think it's less than pleasant, slightly less than hope. No, but I think it is definitely a time where we have to come together and stand up for what we think is right and spread love. Because love beats everything, right?
It is, actually. Doing the carpet, it is. Yeah, I've been before when I was just in the audience, sitting down. But it's nice to be here and be able to talk to you guys. So, yeah. Mm-hmm.
John Oliver, before he went off the air for his break, he mentioned donating to Trevor as sort of a way to take action over what's going on in the world. What do you think about all that?
I think it's an amazing idea. First of all, the Trevor Project has been around since 1989. They started the Trevor Lifeline, which helps so many people. I always, daily, I tweet at RSJ Design, I tweet if somebody needs to contact or somebody needs someone to talk to, the Trevor Project is always here for them. 365 days a week, 365 days a year, 7 days a week. 24 hours a day. So it's an amazing opportunity to reach out to somebody if you really need someone to talk to. So I agree, donating to this is an amazing cause.
My name is Kira Kosterin, and I'm here tonight because Trevor Project is an incredible organization, and it's hugely important to me and my family. My mom is a volunteer, and I'm so proud of her and admire her so strongly. And I'm really excited to be here.
And so you come here every year? Is this?
No, this is my first year, and the timing is really exciting. Just released a single 2 days ago with Dylan Murray called No Wrong Way to Love, and all of the proceeds are going to Trevor and GLAAD, and it's a really exciting time to get to be here and supporting. So
I think in particular with what's going on in the world.
Yeah, it's an interesting political climate right now, and it's affecting a lot of groups strongly, but especially a lot of people here tonight. It's a very tough time. So it's a good time for us all to be coming together and be positive and be supportive. I think more now than ever, it's so important.
Yeah. Hello, my name is Jared Gilmore. I play Henry on the show Once Upon a Time, and I'm here because I'm a big supporter of Trevor and LGBT.
You know what? I knew I recognized you, but I watched Once Upon a Time when you've changed a lot since the beginning of that show.
Yeah, I'm 6 years now, so I started when I was 10 and I'm 16 now, and it's life-changing. It's a true honor to be on a show for that long.
You go to school then and do the show?
I have a distance learning program through my school, and I have a tutor on set, so yeah.
I mean, that's a lot for a kid to go through all that.
It's a struggle sometimes, but I love it. So.
And Trevor is pretty much for people they're your age. I think it's hard to think of such a young person wanting to end their life.
Exactly, and it's a terrible thing that I think it's an honor to be a part of supporting. Yeah.
And so you guys are in your 6th season now on Once Upon a Time.
Filming our 6th season, yeah. It's insane, and it's really great.
Anything exciting that you can tell us about that's happening?
Well, we have some crazy twists and turns coming up, and it's going to be good. It's going to be good.
I've been a supporter from the beginning. So this year, I usually write something for the show. This year, I'm actually going to be the announcer. I'm going to be the voice of God. I'm going to bring people on, and be very, ladies and gentlemen, Julianne Hough, that kind of thing.
Do you have any words of wisdom for what we're going to be experiencing in the next few years?
Wow, if I did, I would probably, cash in immediately. And I don't know. I mean, I think it's up for grabs. I think even the people who won don't exactly know how they're going about it. They're kind of improvising as they go along. So hang tight is all I can say. And I suppose, there are a lot of people who think that you have to start resisting right away. So, but it's going to be, this is America, and so it's a tug of war all the time anyway. So I think that will just continue.
So tell me about your involvement with Trevor.
Well, I've been on the board for about a year and a half. I'm the first transgender member of the board, which for me has been a big responsibility to bring, to help them in all the work they do for transgender youth, but to help bring a little bit more attention to that area. And as we know right now, we're facing at least a crisis with our youth that, they're nervous about their future. And so we're really focusing on helping kids get through this period and realize that they're still safe, we're still here for them.
You're here for Trevor, which is a great thing.
Yes, the Trevor Project very much aligns with what the mission of Love Is All You Need is all about, and that is anti-bullying, anti-hate, and anti-discrimination, and of course anti-suicide, which is very important.
I can't remember if life had completely changed when you had your movie premiere, or was it after the election or before? I can't remember.
It was literally right after the election.
Right after, yes.
Yeah. I think that we're in a time right now where everyone needs to come together and support our common causes, because only by coming together with one unified voice will we be able to create change. And I think this is definitely a step in the right direction. What do you think?
Yeah, it just seems like a perfect alignment for us to be out here all day do to try to help prevent teen suicide, and our movie being really about kids that are bullied so badly that they attempt to commit suicide or are bullied to death. So it seems like perfect that we would be here helping represent them, and it's all about raising money to get awareness out there so kids know where to go.
Well, I've been to Trevor Live a few times, actually. This isn't my first time. I'm not only kind of up on stage performing tonight and doing something, but I love this event because I met some incredible people here, and I love what they do. On the show The Fosters, I play a gay character, and so I've talked to a lot of different people about this. So I play a gay foster character, so I've talked to a lot of foster kids. I've learned a lot about what experiences are like for these gay kids coming out, the struggles that they go through, and it's important for them to have some place of safety, some place to stop them from doing something that might be stupid or something that might help them through these really tough and difficult times. I mean, a lot of these kids don't come from happy, fun families that are just super accepting. Sadly, we live in a world that is still full of a lot of hate and a lot of discrimination. And so Trevor Live, to bring attention to that, to help these kids and to make sure that we reshape the world and make it a better place, that's always an important thing.
I'm here tonight because the Trevor Project does so much incredible work, especially since the election. I know when I woke up the next day, I felt sad and scared, and I'm lucky. I live here in Los Angeles. I have amazing friends and family, but there are millions of kids out there who don't have that support system. So I then made the decision that I have to get up every day. I have to keep telling stories. I have to keep putting the message out there that those kids aren't alone, and just hope that I can reach out to somebody. So I think it's amazing what the Trevor Project does, and I'm so excited to be here.
Well, I'm here to support Trevor Live, and it's an amazing project for, suicide prevention, and I think that it's an issue that I think more people should know about, so that's why I'm here today.
And you were on the X Factor UK, is that?
I was, yes, a while ago, but it was very fun.
That's good. And then you sang in Palm Springs recently?
I did, yes. So I did Trevor Under the Stars in Palm Springs. It was the most amazing experience. It was probably the first big show that I'd done in the US, because before then I just been writing and recording, so it was really awesome just to get to perform for everybody, and lovely.
I got asked to come down and be a part of it, and I just sort of think, the subject of suicide, I don't think is sort of tackled enough anyway across the board, and I think it's important for people to realise that there are safe, open forums there for anybody who has those thoughts to be able to sort of find a way to get through it and realise that there is hope.
Is this your first time at the Trevor Project?
This is my first time, yeah, first time. Yeah.
Well, I'm so glad that you're here. I think especially now with what's happened since the election, which feels like completely life-changing, this is a very important thing.
Yeah, I think so too. Look, I'm Irish, and I don't live in the States, but I think, you know, if people are having thoughts because of that and because of bullying, which is quite simply the worst thing to happen to somebody, and I was bullied at one point at school, and so I understand, and I think to have a facility there to be able to just talk is a huge thing, and it's so important, you know.
Hi, I'm Jeliza Commodore. I'm here to support the LGBTQ youth and show them that, you know, everybody matters and everybody deserves to have a voice and know that they matter as much as the next person. So I want to make sure everybody knows that.
Is this your first time at?
This is my first time. I'm so excited. I'm a little nervous, but I'm really excited to be here. Really grateful to be here.
Are you performing tonight? No.
I am in the Dear Trevor piece. Yeah, I'm really excited, but yeah, a little nervous, but excited.
First time working with Trevor Project, and hopefully it's not my last time. You know, I've been trying to work with Trevor Project for a long time now. Now I'm here, and like I said, hopefully it's not my last time here. It means a lot to me because LGBT teen suicide is a serious epidemic, and I feel like we've all been there. And it's my job, not only as a WWE superstar, to beat people up in the ring, but it's also my job to lend a helping hand to those that are unsure about themselves. And at the end of the day, it's all about being yourself and being truthful to yourself and living a life that, you know, is judge-free.
I'm Joey Graceffa. I'm a YouTuber, and I'm here just because this is family, you know? I'm part of this community, and I just want to be here to support it.
Well, I think it's a really important project just to help teenagers at risk and just help them go through what they're going through. I had a friend who was going through some things, and she was she was upset, and this project could have helped her get through what she needed to do. And
was she suicidal?
Yeah.
My name is Yatide Badaki. I'm currently playing Bilquis on American Gods, which will be coming out early next year. And the reason I'm here tonight is because of love. It comes right down to that. It's an important way to show that there's a large group of people who are supportive, and we have each other's backs. And we believe in love, and we believe in truth, and we believe in speaking to that truth.
Had some great advice. I was listening to you talk to actors about, you know, like have stability. Yes, actually, about stability, and that if you're not desperate, you can be free to be creative.
Yeah, I mean, you know, look, this is Hollywood, where creativity is the backbone of what we do, but it's a business at the end of the day. But because it is naturally unstable by nature, the fact that you're going out on a limb to create art in the first place, anxiety is like a disease out here. People are afraid of it. They think it's catching. So if you're anxious and nervous about the instability, they want to get away from you as fast as possible. And you lock up, and you can't create, and people don't want to create with you. And that's the thing. We're looking for that freedom is really what it's about, is trying to find ways to knock the things that have to happen out of the way. Find a stable gig so that you can always have your bills paid, and then you can free and do, you know, if your bills are paid by the day job you have, there's no reason why you should ever have to stop acting until you quit. You know, who you are and what you feel is your calling in life, or who you love in life, you should never, nobody should be asking you to turn away from that. Nobody should be pushing you away from who you are and what you're about in life. So for me, that's why I love being an actor, is that, you know, you get around people who create for a living, and that's exciting, you know.
I think also that it speaks truth to power, and right now that's really, like Shakespeare was talking to the king and the queen. I mean, wasn't he talking to Queen Elizabeth?
Yeah, Shakespeare, you know, everything in Shakespeare is said about 3 times. One is said for the king and queen, I'm talking to you, and one is said for the middle class, and the rest is said for the people who are, you know, down there in the mud. And he's speaking to everybody at once, and that's what art can do. So for me, the beauty is this is where we reflect back who we are. Positive or negative, you know, and so right now we're at a time where I'm seeing the best of what people can be, and for the last, 16 months, we've seen some of the worst of what we can be, and we got to have that conversation. So for me, people are saying, oh, where did this come from? And I've never had any illusions that this side of the country wasn't there. And it's usually born out of fear. One of my favorite Martin Luther King quotes is that people hate each other because they fear each other. People fear each other because they don't understand each other. People don't understand each other because they don't know each other. People don't know each other because they don't communicate. And people don't communicate because they're kept separate. So inevitably, when you find Congress people who've been against gay marriage, against gay rights, suddenly turn, it's because they've found a family member, somebody they love, who's come out of the closet, and they suddenly go, "Oh, I love you, and you don't have horns, you don't have a tail. Maybe it's not a problem. Maybe it's not that big a deal." So that's the thing that I think that we need, that art needs to do in the course of the next 4 years, is reflect back what we are being and what we should be.
It's going to be a long 4 years, but it's
going to be an interesting 4 years. But you know what? I also think that the positivity out of it. You want to get lemonade out of lemons. A lot of people are getting active now. A lot of people woke up and it was what, 8 years ago that everybody's talking about how post-racial we are, how we're over the hump and we're all good, and now we're back to a president who's talking about banning Muslims, stop and frisk, et cetera, and so my son woke up the next morning and he was worried. He said he's not going to be a president for black people or Hispanics or Muslims or women, and I said, well, son, he's the president. He's going to be the president, and I'm black and I am an American citizen, which means he works for me. So it's my job to make him be my president. I will drag him as far as I can. I will write, I will march, I'll do whatever to make sure he's a president for me and people that look like me and people that need support. So that's what we all got to do. Say, okay, you say you want the job, now you got to do the job. Now you got to be there for me, for us.
And for everybody to keep talking. That's the most important thing.
You got to call him on the carpet.
You've come to Trevor every year, don't you?
Oh yeah, I'm a long time supporter. Yeah.
And it feels like now, in particular, this is incredibly important.
It's Trevor Project is always important every single day. To have this resource for kids, that LGBT kids are confused and may not have anyone to talk to. They can pick up the phone and find the support that they need. But right now, bigotry has been alive and well, and we need it more than ever.
It seems I think all of us are in shock because we didn't realize that this was such a powerful side of our nation, this darkness.
I think that we're all just sort of trying to figure this out. I don't know what's going on. It was the voices, when the voices that were the loudest were the ones that were so full of hate. For a lifelong civil rights activist, all of us, it was heartbreaking and shocking to watch.
But it's great to come here and be together and do this kind of thing.
There's a lot of good people out there.